it kind of feels good to finally put our foot in that door of actually trying in a way to fix their stuff. Because at this point, we really haven't done anything to help their relationship. But that last time after we talked to Kyoko, and we're like, we just kind of planned, I think last time I said we kind of planted the seed of, hey, maybe it was a misunderstanding, you know? Like, why would she just intentionally fuck you when you're, like, both the greatest of friends? It doesn't make any sense, right? She was trying to help you. I mean, of course, we didn't go into depth because we don't want to blow our cover of trying to, or haven't been hanging around Naomi, but, like, you know, in reality, we know she wasn't trying to fuck her over. She was trying to help. It went horribly wrong, but hey, things happen, misunderstanding. It was a big problem that happened, big shit went down, but hey. Anywho, morning, sunlight seeping through the windows, the class settles down into a state of silence as the usual study session begins. An usual atmosphere rife with conversation, gossip, and giggles. God, I hate the giggles. Now tranquil as we focus on the work before us. Well, most people. Having spent the day yesterday with Naomi, I can't help but think more about the relationship between the two of them. The world I'd happened to uncover all from opening one small door. It's a situation I couldn't have expected to find myself in. What normal guy goes about his high school life trying to make people friends again? I really could be doing something else. But it's not as if I'd want to. Catching up with the scribbles on the chalkboard, I avert my eyes from the light and duck my head down in the book with haste. I really don't want to be caught out by the teacher. I don't want someone to catch me and ask me questions. The striking of the bell marks the end of the class once again. The previously muted chatter and gossip now springing fully back into action as the class erupts with noise. It's lunch, so no doubt something interesting is bound to happen. That's some red flags. Recently, after having spent so much time with Kyoko and Naomi, my daily life is always filled with uproar or cute moments, which I'd miss if things reverted to how they were before. What, just doing normal things? Both these girls are now part of my life, and they're my friends. I want them to be friends again, too.
Natsumi, I forgot my lunch money.
Sucks for you, doesn't it?
What? Again?
It's not my fault.
At this point, I think she's lying. Walking through the convoluted room, classmates sprawling in and out and around the room during the break. I approach Kyoko's desk as usual to find herself focused intently on something in her hands. What are you doing?
I'm trying to fix it.
Fix what? Peering down towards the item, all I see is a small plastic pipette embarrassed between her small, pale fingers. You're not gonna fix that.
I can.
You ain't gonna. The pipette, clearly bent out of shape, remains dented and twisted no matter how hard Kyoko tugs and presses on it.
What if I try biting it?
Oh my god. That's not going to work.
Whatever. I'll just get another one from the club room.
Like a sane person would.
I'll have to see you later. There's work to do.
I just like to think she's like walks out of the classroom just like da-da-da-da-da, like that, or she just wants more time to try out the new goodies she bought yesterday, knowing all too well that I'd favor eating over experiments. All right, do you want me to bring you back anything?
It's fine.
Not even an orange juice? I could give you an orange juice. And not have it get stolen by a certain somebody. God, that triggered me.
I brought my own.
Oh. Raising her hands in her usual happy manner, Kyoko smiles widely, shouting out her words energetically. Enough so to get us a few looks. Still, oh, she put up her hair. Seeing her like this is really sweet. Her cute puffy cheeks gracing her silky brown hair as she takes a moment to finally tie it back in her trademark style.
I'll see you later.
I always like the hair down style. That's probably my preferred style of hair. Like, I don't know. I don't mind like ponytails or pigtails or what have you. I just like it when it's all just down and laid out. Mostly because I like to play with it. That sounds weird, but I just like to woo, especially if it's long hair. Oh, I'll see you too. Sorry, I'm being... That was awkward. Leaving Kyoko to her business, she treats me to one last glimpse of her cute, captivating smile before I head out into the corridor. The sounds of students, still present, remain muffled behind the walls as I make my way down the now emptying corridors. It's no surprise to be late to lunch, but it's not as if I really mind. What with Naomi being one to prowl the school during lunch breaks, maybe I can actually find her and tell her what I've learned from Kyoko. It's either that or the desire to speak to her itself pushing me further towards the cafeteria. I mean, we're true friends, you know what I mean? As usual, the cafeteria is full of life as the people gather at tables to eat and talk their daily routines like normies. The stragglers like myself left to fend for the remaining food they can get as the noise level within the room increases to that of typical school levels. The now afternoon sun now beating through the windows, leaving me famished for a drink as I stroll leisurely towards the vending machines. I swear to God, if she takes my drink again, I'm going to be real pissed off. To be honest, I need something to refresh myself after dealing with all the commotion this past week.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm getting a drink for me. Stopping in my path, I almost choke as Naomi speaks up, grabbing me by the collar as she does so. That's why I'm choking. Her skin, briefly skirting across the back of my neck, is still as soft as I'd expected it to be. Any physical interaction, it's like, man, her skin's so soft. She really takes care of herself, doesn't she? Considering this was the girl who had a problem even looking at me, she seems awfully comfortable confronting me with most of the school as her audience. I'm going to get a drink!
Here.
What? Oh, yeah. Thrusting a bottle in my hands, the chill of the drink and the warmth of her hands mix to create a unique sensation at my fingertips. What the Her face, showing what's now a commonly embarrassed expression, is shyly shifted away from my own as she continues to speak up.
Come with me. Please.
Okay. Hey, at least she gave me the drink. Naomi, now tugging on my sleeve, looks up with a shyly woeful expression, a look coating her face that I'd rather not see in contrast to her usual beauty. She doesn't want to be like this in front of everybody else. Even if I do face her wrath, her usual insults and jabs, I can't deny that she is rather attractive. Isn't she like the most popular / attractive girl in school? She didn't top both the guys and girls list for no reason. Walking alongside her, my eyes catch the heads of various people in the room tilt toward us. Who's that loser with our queen? Sure, it's not that many, but our presence doesn't go unheeded in the room. A true reflection of Naomi's popularity. Despite spending so much time with her, despite getting so much closer to her, I can't see her as a person I thought she was anymore. Someone who was unreachable by the likes of me, a superstar, the popular girl. I always thought she could get any guy she wanted, and in fact she can. But it's not as if she wanted to. You can say that about a lot of people, you know? Someone could get anybody they want. Do they? No, because maybe they're just not into that. Maybe they don't want the most popular, fucking hottest dude in school, you know? Or girl, you know. Just walking out of the corridor, Naomi once again speaks up, a voice I'm used to and rather fond of hearing.
We should probably go somewhere quiet. I want to talk.
Classroom? About what?
Come on. It's not as if you don't know by now. I want to talk about Kyoko.
Just what I wanted to talk about too. I did, but it's always good to ask. Continuing on the past the array of classrooms, my wary eyes watch out through the glass, trying to spot out the very girl in both our minds. It's evident she'd find out eventually. She'd find out all about the type of relationship I've had with Naomi, that we become friends. As the afternoon light pierces through the tiny slithers of window along the corridor, Naomi's grip slides down from my sleeve and towards the embrace of my hand. Whoa, whoa, whoa! A nervous feeling. She's shaking. Hold the hoozle. The warmth she's held inside her, shaking about in my palm, grows ever closer as all she does is continue to tighten her already fierce, lonely grip.
This way.
Damn. The true soon. Trailing around the school, we find ourselves bursting through the main doors into the fresh air outside. The world's fading into silence as the sounds of students grow ever so muffled in the building behind us. Where exactly are we going? The warmth of the sun complements Naomi's own, as both of us are graced by a passing spring breeze. Her hair, swaying so softly in the wind, shines in the sunlight as she stands with her back towards my eyes. Are you sure we're even allowed out here? I mean, she's the top lady of the school, so she can probably do whatever she wants, and I'm with her. The question flies past her, giving instead a blank response as she continues to stare off in the distance. Guess now isn't the time for our usual back and forth routine. This is the real Naomi. You want to talk about her, right? Oh, why is she talking? Oh.
No. I just wanted to ask how your day was. Of course it's about her.
Okay. Turning to face, Naomi's eyes are filled with a sadness seldom seen from her. Let's wipe those tears. Get this. I think I have a handkerchief somewhere. Yet one I've come to know. Her lips remain firm, locked into a sorrow-filled frown as they glisten in the light, matching the teardrops hanging from her eyes. Taking in a short breath, words once again start flowing from her heart.
I just really want things to be normal again.
Okay, so last time I said it was probably a bad idea for them to actually interact with each other, and it, at the time probably was. But after I gave Kyoko that little snippet of just, maybe she misunderstood, I feel like now would actually be a good time to just, all right, you know what? We're all gonna fucking talk. I'm gonna take you to the science club. We're gonna sit down. We're gonna talk about things. I'm gonna lock the doors, and if you guys either make up or don't, you do it right then and there. 'Cause I feel like we have a better chance of it going better now than going horribly wrong.
I don't know what to do.
It's kind of granted that our plan, our attempts to unravel Kyoko's heart and tie it with her own, haven't been working out as well as we'd hoped. The feelings Kyoko holds are locked behind the thoughts of betrayal, regret, and sorrow that separated them in the first place. The belief she can't forgive her. But as long as those feelings are there, there's always a chance, a hope. Oh shit. Kyoko feels the same. Maybe you should try harder? God fucking damn. That's harsh. I mean, maybe. Like, maybe I need to be kind of... Can I still do... Yes, I could. No, I can't do a decision like this. But, Kyoko feels the same. Like, I mean, we could say that. I can understand. Like, that's gonna get us nowhere. What would get us to... I feel like these two would definitely get us more to where we want to go. Because me saying maybe you should try harder, that's harsh as fuck. But at the same time, maybe it'll push her to, like, actually do something about it. Now, this one is, like, giving Naomi reassurance that, hey, she feels the exact same way. Maybe we can try to talk this out. Shit. I think, I don't know, like, I guess even I can understand, it's just more like, I understand, but I don't, this is a hard decision, man. I'm, I'm leaning more towards Zetsu, but maybe the game wants me to think that. Maybe if I'm more understanding, then, oh my god. Man, it's times like these where a normal person would probably look up a guide and try to figure out which would lead to a good outcome. Luckily, I am not one of those people. So I just I kind of do want to do the technique. I want, but I can't. No, I have to think about it. Fucking fuck. Man, if this wasn't gonna be if this wasn't a short episode, or if this was close to an end time, I would have been like, "Hey, you guys decide for me." Now I feel like now that I'm thinking about it, I'm more leaning towards that I can understand, even though I was shitting on it like fucking minute ago. Because this is kind of like see. This is kind of like, this is super harsh. This is kind of I can understand is probably, if you think about it, the safest option. These are very risky options. Do I go balls to the wall and risk, or do I just, okay, I guess I'm just, see, this is why whenever a decision comes up, I just take too long because I think about it in my brain mind, and you know my brain don't work that well. I'm trying, man. And maybe I'm overthinking things. Probably. Maybe this, I feel like this is the wrong choice. God damn it. Now I'm second guessing myself. Can I go back? I could. No, I can't do it. I can't. I've dug my own grave. I can understand.
What makes you say that?
Naomi's face fills with a mix of hope and confusion, tears still occasionally falling from her face as she wipes at her eyes with her sleeve. With her blazer being batted about by the breeze, she really does look beautiful, even if it's a beauty filled with sadness. I have been talking to her. Wasn't that the reason you asked for my help? It's not as if I didn't want to. I want to see you happy. Damn!
But, Kyoko...
Her voice now filling further with despair, Naomi averts her eyes away as if to hide her emotions from my sight. An act of reservation from a girl usually dominating the world around her. Naomi, this time, has just been fragile. The heart inside her, broken, has only just begun to bleed with true emotion. Kyoko was just upset at the time. Wouldn't you be? It wouldn't have been hard to It would have been hard to forgive you, having been thrust into loneliness. You were there for her. But do you think she could see that? Would it really have been clear for her? She just needs time to see the truth. She needs to see you really matter to her. Naomi lifts her head, only slightly from its sunken state. It's enough to see she's crying. Oh boy. If you were truly friends before, I'm sure Kyoko would be more than willing to forgive you once she's had time to actually gather her thoughts. You just need to keep trying. Damn, so I did the easy, the nicer kind of, I like it. Now in full view, Naomi's tear-coated face catches the sunlight, teardrops sparkling in the sun like diamonds. All that comes from her are whimpers and ragged breaths as she finally opens her eyes. A deep ocean of azure glossed over with the shine of tears as she wipes them away, teardrops soaked into her shirt and sleeves.
You know what? You're right.
Damn! I'm good at making choices. You guys think I suck.
I'm sorry for dragging you into this.
Well, wait, no. I mean, shit.
I bet you had no idea that things ran this deep between us. Did you?
It's not as if I didn't want to help. Not just for Kyoko's sake, but more importantly, your own.
I don't need you looking down on me.
That's not what that's about. I'm not. I've been through this with you, haven't I? I just want to see you happy.
Thank you.
With those words, Naomi continues to wipe away the sadness from her face, quickly gathering composure. Seeing her like this, it's captivating. Her heart being truly made clear as her feelings are released from their cage. She really is something.
Anyway, we should probably head back inside before people see us.
See you crying in front of me, which would give them the complete wrong idea.
Class will start soon.
Are you still concerned about being seen together? I thought by now she stopped caring.
I mean that the teachers will see us here. You idiot.
For once, it actually took effort for an insult to get out. A sign of sweeter things. With a smile, Naomi lets the feeling rooted in her heart known to the world, yet I'm the only one here to witness them. The sight, picturesque, as Naomi's hair is gracefully ruffled against the wind, her body lit by the afternoon sunlight.
Come on. I'll treat you to something after school.
Ooh, I'm down. Like what? This fucker.
Just a few snacks or something. Jeez.
This motherfucker, dude. Even then, snacks with Naomi would have been a pipe dream not so long ago. Oh, closing the gap between us, Naomi briefly takes me in her embrace as she whimpers into my ear. Whoa! Her warmth, her scent, ever so close.
Thank you. I really mean it.
Did I just get a hug? A huggle? Hugs that I always want to give but can never give. Letting go, her warmth fleets into the surrounding air as I brush my hand against my ear. Naomi letting out a small giggle, skipping ahead of me with the world as her backdrop. All this time, having her as a friend, it's been great. Something I can be happy about. The feelings inside me now nestling, know that all we can do now is look towards the future. If we weren't, she wouldn't have let me seen her cry. The only other person I can think she would is Kyoko. However, as the story between the three of us develop, the fire within my heart won't subside. The embers of a life once filled with dissatisfaction, confusion, and angst, now alight with newfound passions. My life. Being around these two really isn't healthy. But I like it. Are we a masochist? She fucking straight hugged us. Who would have thought that would ever happen? Dude, I did good. At least I hope so. That sounded good, so that's all I can. Man, now I'm concerned about what the other decisions would have led to. I kind of just said it in a nicer way than just, maybe you should try harder. As the rays of sunlight peek through the windows, lining the side of the classroom, the warm allure brings that which surrounds us, giving light to the fact that class is over. A metaphorical sign of relief, almost resonating out from my classmates as the teacher routinely dismisses us for the day. With the usual funnel of people out of the room now beginning, the thoughts of earlier pass through my head once again as I take in the scene before me. Naomi's tear-soaked face, looking on towards me with a thin glimmer of hope, with her saddened eyes. The look of a girl overwhelmed by her problems, seeking out any form of help she can get her hands on. The thought of Naomi's popularity once again coming to mind. Being able to see her like that myself must go to show how truly close we are. The distance which was once between us now faded as we worked together towards a better and brighter future for her and Kyoko. Yet, with the signs of her woe still too vivid in my mind, all I could do was think about the shape of her smile and the sounds of her laughter, the signs of some form of happiness still left within her sorrowed heart. Such things bring warmth to my own, much like her hug brought warmth to our body. As the sun continues seeping through the windows, a tranquil look of calmness fills the room, as specks of dust sparkle the air. The shadows of passing students slicing through the light as I too join them in rising from my seat. Looking towards Kyoko, still sitting in the front of the room, because she wants to be there, the thought of breaking away from the club to meet Naomi springs to mind. I hadn't considered it earlier, but Naomi has never been the one to understand my obligation to meet Kyoko. Well, moving my feet in rhythm, I make my way towards Kyoko's desk before stopping with a moment's hesitation. She looks low. What? Having just dealt with one outburst from Naomi, having a day filled with sorrow really wouldn't be invigorating. Are you okay?
No, it's all over.
What do you mean? What?
They kicked me out of the lab. I'm not allowed back in till tomorrow.
She was in there so much. They're like, all right. You've used up your time. Hey, that's good for us, though. Why is that? Uh-huh. Go on. Hesitating briefly, Kyoko's face becomes increasingly flustered as she looks down towards her own desk. Such a tranquil sight quickly springing back to that of Kyoko's energetic self.
Drop the flask, okay? There.
Was it filled with stuff?
There's now a hole in the floor. It had acid in.
And you didn't get expelled for that? Why? I don't think you'd get expelled for that.
Because they called me a good girl. Or something like that. Just to keep getting good grades.
Alright, where would we be without her? They can't expel her anyway. She's the reason we have fucking good stats. Seeing how good her grades really are firsthand would be something to witness. What with midterms right around the corner?
Hey.
Uh-huh. Sorry, what? I guess I zoned out.
I said I'll have to cancel the club for today. There's not much we can do together here.
Unless we want to hang out, but oh shit. It's a shame, but given I was bound to be leaving anyway to meet with Naomi, I guess I could call it convenient too. Kyoko's face still carries a look of dejection as she rubs her temples gently, mulling over whatever thoughts must be floating around in her head. She too, just like Naomi, carries the same traces of happiness and sorrow sprinkled throughout her daily life. I'll just have to keep building up my excitement for tomorrow's club meeting then.
You're excited? Me too. I really wanted to show you the new stuff I bought.
Tomorrow. Finishing her sentence with a smile, Kyoko leaps up from her chair and enthusiastically banging it into the desk behind her. Is someone sitting in that desk?
Anyway, we should probably get going.
I thank goodness they weren't. An embarrassed look on her face, Kyoko peers toward me as meekly as she plays with her hair gently. I swear she had it tied up earlier. She did. She keeps switching it up. You could go on without me. I need to stay behind. You know, bathroom break and all that.
Thanks for telling me.
Oh, so look.
But I'll see you tomorrow. Okay?
Sometimes you can't help but go pee or poop. Wearing a mask of contemplation, Kyoko looks briefly away before fixing her gaze back toward me with a smile. It's cute seeing her like this, being able to take her in. Okay, I'll see you then. Striding out of the room together, the tail end of the adjacent classes filling out each room greets us. A scattering of students lingering about in the corridors, heading off in all sorts of directions. Home, club activities, even a few delinquents hanging around by the lockers. I hate them. It's a usual sight for sure. But my awareness of their presence quickly diminishes as I take one last look at Kyoko. Okay, bye. Her lips curled up into a final smile as she waves goodbye, her silky hair flowing down her back as she turns away. With one girl now leaving for the day, the thoughts of the other creep back into my mind as I make my way down the corridor towards the stairs. Naomi. Knowing her, she's probably waiting for me at the gym, that or the cafeteria. It's right after school, so... With each step I take, my heart beats in its own rhythm as I keep dwelling on my thoughts of her. Having had an interesting relationship with her so far, it's weird to think that I'm actually looking forward to seeing her. For once, the thoughts of being insulted or berated over existing are tucked beneath the covers of my newfound feelings in my heart. The feeling of wanting to see her smile. The feeling of being with her. More hugs. I can accept more hugs. Oh, hi. We actually are at the gym. Standing within the midst of the gym hall. A quick scan of the room shows no signs of Naomi. Oh, well, shit. In fairness, finding her would be like looking for a needle in a haystack given a place like this. Really? She's literally the... I feel like you could pick her out because she's the most popular of popular. Activity surrounds me as members of various sports clubs fill the hall, the shouts and the cheers ranging from the athletics team to the gymnasts. Even the basketball team preparing for a training match.
It sure is busy in here, huh?
Oh my god. Needle in a haystack. Yes, it is. Aren't you supposed to say guess who before covering someone's eyes? Oh, that's what she was doing.
Yeah, but I figured you'd know it's me anyway. It's a different surprise, which I don't want you seeing.
The feeling of her I know those feelings of those hands. It has to be her. The feeling of her warm hands against my face now fleeted. The sight of the world returns to me as Naomi steps out in front. An oddly warm smile coating her face. It's a nice sight.
Ta-da!
She's kind of adorable when she wants to be. Thrusting out a small box before her, I look down to see an assortment of food through the pink-tinted plastic as the light from above shines down upon it. A small, delicately crafted lunchbox within her hands. You made that? From being disgusted by my presence and threatening me in all sorts of ways, this certainly is a striking change.
Do I really have to say it? Yeah, I did.
Thanks.
It's not for you.
Wait.
We're going to share it.
Oh, Jesus. Giving an embarrassed look, Naomi spins around, giving me a better look at her back. Oh, her back. Having tied her hair up, the usual spray of auburn is nowhere to be seen in her twirl. But as she walks further ahead, I can't help but move my eyes downwards. Hey. The spats aren't compulsory.
What are you doing? Come on.
Peering back towards me, Naomi continues again walking towards the bleachers as I quickly catch up to beside her. A newfound character and a girl whose life was once filled with deep regret. I guess now she's realized what she must do. She can begin overcoming her past mistakes. She can start being happy again. That is, if Kyoko truly accepts her feelings of guilt. I feel like she will. Sitting beside her on the bleachers, Naomi shows no sign of discomfort as she begins opening the box and prepares 2 sets of chopsticks. In all honesty, this feels like some kind of date. I'm surprised she isn't on the offensive with this one. Where'd you get the idea of sharing lunch with me?
Earlier. After you talked to me.
Well, so where'd you find the time to make it?
You thought I bought it from the store, didn't you?
I mean, no, but,
What an ass.
Hey!
I went home to make it if you really wanted to know.
Damn, she went all the way home just to make it. I would have been fine with store-bought food. Don't even be offended that I would think that. I'd be like, you bought food for me? Oh, what a What a dearie. She's getting me food. That's all you need to get to my heart. You skipped class?
Yeah? What's wrong with that?
A whole load of reasons, really. Now in the midst of eating a small sausage curved up into a shape of an octopus, I can't see how the situation can get any more cliched beyond the point of recognition. Having gotten used to Naomi's feisty attitude, seeing her eat lunch so complacently offers a new insight to who she truly is.
Want some?
Yes. Stick it in my mouth. Sure, but this really is uncharacteristic of you. Naomi, swallowing down her food quickly, takes a brief moment to bat her eyes away as she lights up with red coating her cheeks. Silence falls before us before she continues speaking once again.
What's your impression of me? Really?
The truest soon that ever sooned. Seeing her face sunk into a state of embarrassment, I can't help but think of this as an opportunity to confess what about her feelings really are. Dude, my brain straight fucking died. What's wrong with me? Oh my god. A tsundere. Yep, you're such a tsundere. Ever heard of the term tsundere? Soon plus dere equals tsundere, which equals you. I love this one. I like this one just because it's straight a tsundere, and I like this one for the fucking just. God damn it! I want to do that. Yeah, let's do that one. You just seem bold. I didn't think we'd ever be so close to eat lunch together. Damn it! He didn't fucking say it!
I try my best.
Hold on, I'm going back. I know I said it last time. I want to see what this one does. They see. Damn it! It doesn't matter. Fuck! We're just gonna go with this one for canon's sake.
I try my best.
Responding with a shrug, Naomi continues to tuck into her homemade meal as I join her, taking the special second pair of chopsticks between my fingers. I never figured I'd get the chance to eat the cooking of the school's idol, but here I am. Oh, this is good.
Thanks.
I
mean, of course it is. I made it for you.
Seeing her cute, flustered face ignites a feeling of embarrassment in my own, my heart now beating like the drums of a marching band, leading me down a path of not only confusion but wonder of our future together. It's certain to say that we're now friends. I don't see her disappearing after she confronts Kyoko with her feelings, no matter how their time together unfolds. Hearing that comment from you, the school's dream girl, certainly is weird.
Really? I wouldn't think of myself like that.
But everyone does. Well, most guys would kill to eat your homemade food. Enough so that I can't help but be suspicious of the glares coming from a few people around the hall.
Perhaps you shouldn't complain then.
I'm not.
After all, I chose to become friends with you.
Yeah. As long as you keep giving me food, I think it'll stay that way. It really is good, surprisingly.
I'm glad you like it. I spat in it after all.
That makes it even better for fucking degenerates like myself. What? Well, no. Okay, hold on. Rewind. It's disgusting if she hocked up a loogie in it. But if she just went, it's like, whatever, who cares? Now choking on my food, Naomi slaps my back in earnest as the rice I was just eating forces its way back up my throat. Dude, you would never even know.
I was joking, you idiot. Do you really think I'd do that?
Maybe.
What sort of weirdo do you think I am?
Not a weirdo, but someone who has held an intense dislike for me in the past. One that hangs around other weirdos like me.
You're not a weirdo.
I did have an origami digest under my bed. She seems to have gone back on days worth of insults. Yet, hearing that without a sarcastic inflection eases my heart. As we continue to eat together, the food in Naomi's small, cute container quickly diminishes as our once active conversation drifts into nothing more than silence. Both of us embraced by each other's presence. Such a scene would have been unimaginable only a week ago, sitting here in the midst of the gym eating lunch with the Naomi Sato. A girl with such a high status around the school, now sitting beside me as someone I can only think of as a regular girl. However, I know such a regularity brain is so far from the truth of who Naomi really is. The question itself about her true feelings still leaves me scratching my head. Finishing up the food before us, Naomi looks at me with a smile as she still keeps her chopsticks pressed between her lips. No, nothing. I was just wondering if it was okay for me to distract you from club activities. You're supposed to be the captain, aren't you?
That isn't nothing, then. But look around you.
Okay. Taking my eyes away from her, a glance around the hall shows no signs of bustling activity which once surrounded us.
Everyone's gone home.
God, when did that happen? We've been here that long?
It's not like I mind.
Oh my god. Time itself having flown by, Naomi remains complacent as she stares back towards me with a shade of red coating across her puffed cheeks. Seeing such cuteness shine out from her fuels an indescribable feeling within my heart. It's a picturesque scene in what has been a saga of events for the two of us. Well, we should probably set off too. Thanks for the food. I can't help but stutter. I've never had a girl make me food like this. It's even weirder of an experience having her make it.
Thanks for eating it.
Oh, I'd eat it again.
I used to eat lunch like this with Kyoko.
Oh, God. Now, looking pensively toward the floor, those same feelings of dejection pass over her as she fidgets with her fingers. A girl I'd once thought of as bold, now timidly trapped in a web of her own emotions. Did you ever make lunch for her like this?
What? No, I wasn't her maid. That was a thank you. To you.
Damn, I'm special.
You've done a lot for me. I can't give that back. But I have to be the one to try harder to convince Kyoko. I want to make things right.
Yes, that's how you do things. All this time, the passion of flame in Naomi's heart had only served to scold her. Kyoko's own rejections of Naomi's pleas of apology, having been separated for so long. Those bottled up feelings now beginning to leak out from her heart. It's no doubt that moving forward is the only option for her. For us. Kyoko, too, in conflict with her past, still holds their time together close. The wounds which time has inflicted now beginning to heal, as time heals all wounds, as both begin to realize how deep their bonds truly are. I'm happy for you. Responding softly with a smile, Naomi moves ahead of me towards the doors of the hall, spinning around before speaking softly once again.
Thank you.
No problem. This really is her true self, the thing that I've been looking for all this time. This is the real Naomi I wanted to see. Ah, perfect. She made us lunch. I never would have thought I'd seen the day, much like the hug. We're getting hugs. We're getting fucking food. This is special. She made food for us. Like, goddamn. And it was delicious. Of course it's delicious. And she went home. She skipped class specifically to make me food. And share it. And then spit in it. No, she didn't do that. Unless she was lying and said she didn't, but then she actually did. You know, that would be pretty funny. But it wouldn't bother me one fucking bit.